99% of Clash Royale players can agree that the past few updates were pretty bad. I mean, even the graphs show it. But also, there were a bunch of really good updates in the past. And this makes me wonder, what actually makes an update bad? Because while researching this, it goes way deeper than you think. So in this video, we are first gonna go through some of the bad updates and then some good ones. And in the end, this will help us figure out what actually makes a good or bad update. And maybe, just maybe, if Supercell sees this video, they might actually make a good update for once. Who knows? First, we are going to go through the worst updates ever added to Clash Royale, and then we are going to look at some good ones, and at the end, we are going to come to the conclusion of what actually makes an update good or bad. So first, let's look at Clan Wars 2. September 2020, Clan Wars 2. Supercell hyped this for months. Developer videos, teasers, the whole thing. They were rebuilding the entire Clan Wars system from scratch, and the community was excited. When it dropped, everyone hated it. The old Clan Wars had two parts. Collection Day, where your clan competed in special matches to build a card pool, then War Day, where you used those cards to battle. It had strategy. The new system was this river race, where clans had boats racing down a river. Every day you'd do battles, and your boat would move forward. First clan to reach the end wins. The problem was it demanded way more participation. In old wars, missing a day wasn't the end of the world. In the river race, every single day mattered. Casual clans got crushed. Fall behind early, and you basically lost the entire week. But the real killer was card levels. In old Clan Wars, Collection Day let you build a card pool at tournament standard. Free-to-play players had a shot. The new system used your normal card levels. No maxed cards, you're using the same underleveled cards over and over. No variety, no strategy. Just do you have maxed cards or not? They also gutted the rewards. The old system gave guaranteed cards and gold. The new one gave war bounties that felt way worse. They removed trade tokens, which people really cared about. The subreddit was on fire for weeks. Content creators made videos saying they were done. And Supercell went radio silent. No hotfixes, no acknowledgement, nothing. For months. The community felt abandoned. Next is level 14 and 15. October 2021 and March 2023. The updates that showed Supercell would rather extend the grind than add content. Level 14. They announced a new max level. Everyone who spent years maxing cards suddenly wasn't maxed anymore. Then they ran Clash Royale, where all upgrades cost half price. They told everyone to max out cards while everything was on sale. Players burned through all their resources. 1 week later, they announced level 14 was coming. The community lost their minds. People had just spent everything on upgrades, and now those cards needed even more resources. The timing felt malicious. Why run a half-price event right before making everyone's maxed cards not maxed? App stores got flooded with one-star reviews. Eventually, Supercell gave compensation, made all level 13 cards automatically level 14, gave back resources. But even with compensation, the update sucked. Another level with no new mechanics, no new features, just higher numbers, more grinding. Then level 15. March 2023. They called it Elite Level with Elite Wildcards. No gold cost to upgrade, which sounds great, until you realize you need 50,000 Elite Wildcards per card. You only got them from duplicate level 14 cards. Unless you already had maxed cards generating duplicates, you were stuck watching numbers slowly tick up over months. Same update messed with Pass Royale. Diamond Pass tier cost more, but gave less value. They removed books from the regular pass. Pure cash grab. The YouTube trailer got destroyed with dislikes. People posted about quitting. The phrase that summed it up was, "The game is evolving, but backward." And lastly, let's look at a recent disaster, which is the Heroes update. November and December 2025. This is actually two updates that dropped together, and both are disasters. First, November 24th, they added level 16. Then in December, they added Heroes. Level 16 is the third time Supercell has added a new max level. They removed Elite Wildcards and said they were simplifying progression. Sounds good until you realize it's another grind for content that was already maxed. Yes, they lowered some requirements in mid-levels, but they still added an entire new level on top. For players who already maxed everything at level 15, this is just more resources needed for the same cards with slightly higher stats. And they capped ranked at level 15 until May 2026, which means for months you're grinding to level 16, but can't even use those cards in competitive. What's the point? Then December drops and Heroes come with it. Powered up versions of regular troops with special abilities you activate mid-battle. Sounds awesome on paper. Heroes share deck slots with champions. You only get 2 slots total. Now you're choosing between new heroes you grinded fragments for and champions you spent months maxing. Having more powerful cards feels restrictive because you can't use them together. Plus, almost every hero is super overpowered, making it pay to win. Reddit is full of people ready to quit. Official announcements got ratioed with dislikes. This doesn't reward skill anymore, just whoever has the right hero combination leveled. Only certain pairings are strong, so everyone runs the same decks. The update meant to add variety killed it. Plus, technical disasters, constant crashes, loading screen freezes, freezes, installation failures, broken gameplay with broken functionality. The combination of level 16 adding more grind and heroes being OP has the community more furious than ever. This is already competing with Clan Wars 2 for most hated update in the game's history. But now on the positive side, let's look at some good updates, starting with making 2v2 permanent. August 2017, making 2v2 permanent changed Clash Royale massively. 2v2 first showed up in June 2017 as a one-week test. Team up with a friend or clanmate, face another pair. When that week ended and it went away, the community went crazy begging for it back. Here's why it was special. First, it was social. Clash Royale is usually solo competitive grind. Climbing ladder alone, stressing about trophies. 2v2 changed that. Play with friends, coordinate pushes, celebrate wins together, a shared experience instead of you versus the world. Way less stressful than ladder 2. In ladder, every loss hurts, trophies go down, pressure is constant. 2v2 had no trophies at stake. Experiment with weird decks, try new strategies, have fun without worrying about rank. For a lot of players, this became their main way to play. It helped casual and new players stick with the game. Struggling on ladder because cards aren't high enough level, 2v2 gave you a place to enjoy matches. Team up with an experienced clanmate who could help carry. When Supercell made it permanent in August 2017, the community celebrated. This showed Supercell could listen to what players wanted and deliver it. The community loved 2v2, Supercell made it permanent. It's been one of the most popular modes ever since. Next is the Trophy Road update. June 2018, Trophy Road completely changed how progression felt. Before Trophy Road, rewards were bare. A chest every 4 hours if you won. Crown chest if you earned enough crowns. That was it. Climbing ladder gave you nothing except higher arena chests when you unlocked new arenas. Trophy count felt meaningless. Just climb and hope for good chests. Trophy Road gave rewards for literally every trophy milestone. Not tiny rewards either. Lightning chests, giant chests, legendary chests every few hundred trophies. Plus gold, gems, cards along the way. Every match felt like it mattered. Before, if you won but already had a chest unlocking, that win barely gave you anything. With Trophy Road, every win pushed you closer to the next milestone. Even losses weren't as painful because you were building toward your next push. Clear goals to aim for. You could see exactly what was waiting at the next tier. Legendary chest in 200 trophies, that gave motivation to keep pushing. Before you were just climbing with no endpoint in sight. This respected your time. Supercell recognized people spending hours deserved to feel rewarded. Every battle actively worked towards something concrete. That's how you make grind feel satisfying instead of pointless. Trophy Road became a permanent fixture that made the core game loop more enjoyable for everyone. And lastly, let's look at the challenges update. December 2016, the Electro Wizard Challenge and the challenge system. This added something Clash Royale desperately needed, a way for skill to actually matter. Before challenges, competitive play meant grinding ladder, and ladder was completely pay to win. Card levels mattered way more than skill. Amazing player with great strategy facing someone with level 13 cards while you had level 10, you lose. No way around it. Competitive play was locked behind spending money or grinding for months. Free-to-play players or anyone who hadn't been playing since launch had no competitive scene. Just got crushed by higher level cards. Challenges changed everything. Pay gems to enter. Classic challenge for 10 gems or grand challenge for 100. All cards capped at tournament standard levels. Level 9 for commons, level 7 for rares. Card levels didn't matter anymore. Everyone on even footing. Win because you played better. Lose and you can't blame card levels. Pure skill. For the competitive community, this was massive. Top players could dominate and show off skills. Free-to-play players could compete with whales. Great rewards too. Battle until 12 wins or 3 losses. More wins, better rewards. 12 wins got huge payout of gold and cards. Even 7 or 8 wins was worth it. Grand challenges had even better rewards. This gave people reason to get better at the game. Before challenges, improving skills didn't matter much because card levels were the deciding factor. With challenges, learning strategies, mastering elixir management, perfecting timing actually paid off. Challenges became core features. Special challenges, seasonal challenges, all kinds. It all started with this update that said skill should matter in this game. So what actually separates the good updates from the bad ones? The worst updates don't respect the time players put in. Clan Wars 2 deleted a system people liked. Level 14, 15, and 16 kept adding grind without content. Heroes restricts you from using cards you worked hard to max. Bad updates also ignore what the community asks for. Nobody wanted these changes, but Supercell keeps deciding they know better. Here's the deeper pattern. Good updates found better ways to play the game. 2v2 created a new experience that wasn't about grinding trophies. Trophy Road made the ladder climb feel meaningful. Challenges let skill matter more than wallet size. That last one is massive. Challenges were the first time Supercell said, here's a mode where free-to-play players can beat people who spent thousands just by being better at the game. That's what competitive games are supposed to be about. The bad updates go the opposite direction. They make the game less about skill and more about paying. Each level increase widened the gap between free-to-play and paying players. Heroes could have been cool but just created another barrier. Even Clan Wars 2 killed the mode where free-to-play players could compete fairly. Good updates opened the game up. More ways to play, more reasons to get better, fair competition. Bad updates closed it down. Now you're on a treadmill, questioning whether getting better even matters when someone can just pay to beat you. The updates people still love made skill matter more. The ones people want to forget made the game about out-leveling instead of outplaying. Right now, with level 16 in Heroes, the game is more pay to win than ever. That's why people are quitting. The good updates proved Clash Royale works best when it rewards skill and respects your time. Now we're just waiting to see if Supercell remembers.